Hey everybody, it's Nick, and now that the deal is finally solidified and locked in, I can finally talk about my latest real estate investment. $1.1 million for this giant house right here. It's actually 2 houses on this property. It's a little over an acre, and of course I'm here in Maui, Hawaii, so the price of real estate is crazy expensive because there's only so much of it, right? There's only so much real estate on an island, on a little island. So there's only so many places you can go. There's a lot of beauty here. It's a great place to buy real estate, number one, but it's a little pricey and it can be interesting to say the least. But I wanna walk up a little bit and show you a little bit more about the property. But I also wanna talk a bit about how I bought this property and kind of what my plan is in the future. So 2 houses, as I mentioned. Got this big one right behind me, and then this one in the back there is a little 5-bedroom, 2-bath. Now, the rental income from that house right there can basically pay for the entire mortgage of this property, which is pretty amazing, right? You know, if you look at that as an equation, you get the rental income from that house to pay for all of this. I mean, this house is basically free, right? So it's really about the perspective. I mean, you have a lot of people out there that talk about buying Ferraris and those cool things that everybody talks about, which I would love to obviously own a Ferrari. I used to be a Porsche mechanic, right? I love supercars, I love going fast, but you know, I'd rather invest my money right now in things that produce more revenue, assets that produce revenue. And real estate is one of them, right? I've bought a house before, so this is my second and third house that I've purchased. The first one I bought when I was 28, also upward of 750,000 here in Maui as well. So bigger purchases, and of course, all of the money that I was able to invest in real estate, I got from building a digital marketing agency and also teaching people how to build digital marketing agencies as well. Look at this, look at the mountain back there. You can see it, hopefully. Let me get my mug out of the way. It's pretty beautiful up there. This is actually a really historical place of the island. This is Iao Valley. I grew up, you know, jumping in the waterfalls up there in the mountain. One of the greatest battles in Hawaii was up there in Iao Valley, the Battle of Kepaniwai. And yeah, look it up, it's actually crazy. Huge takeover of kings back in Hawaii up in that mountain. But anyway, I got a little off track there. So let's talk about what I'm doing here. Obviously there's a bunch of rental income, living situation. There's also opportunity to build more and develop more, which could be awesome, right? I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with it yet, but that opportunity is there. But also, I just wanted to share a couple of things that I was thinking about this purchase, because I had somebody in my Facebook group community ask me like, hey Nick, do you play the stock market? Like, I know you do digital, I know you help businesses, and I know you create software and those types of things, but what else do you do with your money? How else do you make money? So what I do, my experience, right? Obviously, I'm good at helping businesses, so I really just stick to that. I've found something that I'm good at, my bread and butter, and I just hit that really hard. I try not to get confused by all of the other things that are going on out there, and that's just me. There's a lot of cool things out there that it's easy to get sidetracked with, but I try not to get sidetracked. You know, I have a lot of stock investments as well. I'm doing real estate as well, but with my sweat equity, the things that I do each and every day and spend the most time doing, those are the most profitable for me. And it's usually anything to do with the digital marketing thing, growing my agency, right? So if you're watching this video and you have questions as to, you know, what else should you be doing, I would highly encourage you to get good at your main moneymaker and then save, right? Save. Live below your means. Don't go out there and spend money on those fancy cars and all those things if your goal is to, you know, generate wealth and, you know, diversify your portfolio so that you can take care of your family when you need to. You know, that's kind of my main thing. I want to have a comfortable life for myself and my family. You know, I want to be able to, do the things I want to do when I want to do them. And in order to do that, I generally live below my means. Like, you wouldn't know that my companies do what they do if you just saw me, right? I'm not out there doing the flashy stuff. Although sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, it would be kind of cool to have a nice fast car. But again, it's because I love the engineering behind those fast cars. It's not because I want to be at a total DB or anything like that. So anyway, at the end of the day, it's super important to live below or within your means and what you're able to afford, and stick to that. Save your money and invest that money that you get. And this is not investment advice, but this is just what I do. Take that money, take that stuff that you save, and either reinvest it into my business where I know that I can produce the most revenue, and then take that revenue and invest it in income producing assets like real estate, where you can get rental income. Just diversify in that way, right? It's very, very difficult to not do well if you do it that way. You know, if you look at the real estate market, a lot of people talk about trying to time it, right? Like, we're at this peak right now where everything is super expensive and people are worried about it falling and collapsing. And dude, that could totally happen. It could totally collapse and come down hard. But if you look at the cycle and the timeline of real estate, you know, it has always gone up. And if it comes down in 10 years, it goes right back up again. Let me know in the comments below if you believe in that, because I'm curious as to what your thoughts are in my community. People that own real estate or looking at real estate, if they truly believe that. As long as you hold and you make a good investment, you buy something that produces revenue, you're not gonna really lose, right? You're not gonna fail. It's only if you buy something that you can't afford or you sell, then you lose. So if your plan is to buy and hold real estate and you buy a good property and there's rental producing income out of it, then it's really hard to fail. So anyway, at the end of the day, you guys, I just wanted to share a little bit about what I'm doing here. I think it's important for me at this step of the journey to share with everybody what I'm doing, because just like with building an online agency, I'm a big believer in people following people that have the success that they want, right? What I mean by that is, if you get information from somebody that has no successful business, then you're not doing yourself any good. You want to get information from people that are having success in whatever field you're trying to grow in. So for me, you know, I coach people how to build digital marketing agencies because I have that experience and skill set of having a successful digital marketing agency. Now I'm trying to grow my knowledge and skill set in real estate, and I wanted to document this part of the journey because, you know, I could fail miserably, right? And I'll learn a lot from it, and I'll get better because I'm not gonna give up. And people along the way are gonna see that and know that I have that experience as well. So maybe one day I have some more well-rounded information to give you based off of where I'm at and what I'm doing now. And that's what I hope, right? So I'm not some real estate tycoon or mogul or anything like that. I'm just a regular guy out in Hawaii trying to you know, do big things. And this is, you know, one more step along the way. I hope that I can gather information from the trenches and share that information with you and help somebody do, you know, some of the things that I've been able to do in the amount of time that I've been able to do it. So you guys, if you got anything out of this video at all, or if you just like the property, I mean, hit the like button, right? It's a proud moment for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You know, I'm gonna try to put out some more updates about what I'm gonna do here, and, you know, information on how to diversify what I'm doing with revenue and what I'm doing in my digital agency. And you won't wanna miss any of those videos. So that's it, you guys. I'll see you in the next one.